Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. This your boy, Brother Samuel, back at you with another quick edifying video. Right, today's topic is going to be called Fools for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, call Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rawchaa Qadash. Right, that's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose real name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, or the Rawchaa Qadash, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone from Tahar on down, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified their sheep in these last days. And has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth. Like I said, today's lesson is going to be called Fools for Yahawashi, or Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? I'm just going to get right into it, right? We're just going to get right into it. So, let's go to the book of First Corinthians, right? And, this was inspired. I was reading First Corinthians, so it kind of, inspired me, right? So it says, this is First Corinthians 4 and verse 10. It says, "We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but ye are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but we are strong. Ye are honorable, but we are despised." Right? So, and the main thing that I wanted to point out, that we're considered fools for Hamashiach's sake, man. Right? For Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we're considered fools, man. Right? When people ride by and they see us out here on the highways and hedges, right? Wearing our fringes, whatever it might, hey, they think that we are fools. We are considered fools, man. Right? But, if you like me, like, hey, you really don't care, man. I'll be a fool for Yahawah's sake. You know what I'm saying? But, that's how we are considered in this world, right? That doesn't have the light, right? So we are, because we go against the darkness, right? And we try to shine the light of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in this place, right? We are considered fools, man. We're considered fools in this thing, right? Let's go. We're going to stay in Corinthians, right? Let's go to First Corinthians 3 and verse number 18, right? It says, "Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become a fool, that he may be wise." Right? So, in this world, right? People especially our people, man. Our people are so wise, to the craftiness of this world, right? And how to flip some more, you know what I mean? And get the bag and this, that, and the other, man. Right? But, and in this world, they're wise, but they're fools, right? Because they have no understanding, right? This is, all foolishness to the Most High, right? And we're going to get that, in a little bit. But, this thing is our people that they just don't understand, man. They don't understand. They don't get it, right? And everybody wants to, be a scholar and everything, right? They want to get their, go to college and get a PhD and a master's and this, that, and they think that that's success, man. And ultimately that's not, that's not success. You know what I'm saying? But let me read it again. It says, "Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world," right? You think you got all the game, you know everything in this world, right? It says, "Let him become a fool, that he may be wise," right? Because what you understand is all this stuff in the world is really just to distract you from what the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is. And that's Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi these last days, right? And that's, it's got a lot of our people, distracted, right? They're focused on the wrong things, You got people still trying to, hey, yeah, I want to, go to college. And there's nothing wrong with going to college, you know what I'm saying? But, the focus your focus, your true focus should be Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? Let's keep reading. Verse number 19, it says, "For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness." Right? So the wisdom of this world, all the things that they pushed as the most important things in this world, hey, it's foolishness to the Most High. Right? So like I was just watching the basketball, the playoffs, right? And then I just had to turn from it because I'm just like, man, listen, I'm not even. This is to me now. All the stuff in the world, man, is just become bland and dull, man. Right? It's not even. Back in the day, hey, I used to be hyped for this stuff, man. But now it's like the more and more I dwell here in Babylon, I just be like, this. None of this stuff really appeases me, right? The fruit doesn't taste great. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff, once you understand what's really going on, like this just, this world is wax old, like the scriptures say, and all the wisdom and all that stuff of this world is foolishness, man. At the end of the day, man, it's foolishness and it's pointless, right? Yeah, you gotta work. Yeah, you gotta do this. Yeah, you gotta do that, right? I mean, but it's like all the rest of this stuff, the folly and the hey, it's all foolishness to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Let's get we're gonna stay in Corinthians, right? Corinthians, has a lot of meat in it. So, First Corinthians, we're gonna go to 1 and verse number 18, right? And it says, "For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness." Right? People think that, us preaching, hey, that Yahawashi died on the cross for the Israelites, right? For the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? And he paid, for the sins of Israel, right? People in this world, they think that's foolishness, man. It says, "But unto us, which are saved, it is the power of the Most High." Right? "For it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent." Right? And let me get this in another translation so maybe it'll make a little more understanding. Right? It says, "For the message about Hamashiach's death, or Yahawashi Hamashiach's death on the cross, is nonsense to those who are being lost." Right? "But for us who are being saved, it is the Most High's power," right? And we understand that that's our power and that's our grace, But to people in the world, right, who perish, right, because they don't even know what's going on, right, and those who are lost, hey, it's nonsense, man. What are you over here, preaching this Bible, man? That the so-called white man, wrote and this that. They have no understanding, man, right? So let me read in the G&T. It says, "For the message about Yahawashi Hamashiach's death on the cross is nonsense to those who are being lost," right? So it just seems like just foolish. It seems like foolishness to them, right? Why? Because they're lost and they weren't meant to hear it anyway, right? But to those who hearken, right? But for us who are being saved, it is the power. It is the Most High's power, right? That it's a beautiful, wonderful thing, man. Right? To preach Yahawah, right? To those who are lost and those who are hearken, right? To his sheep, to the elect, right? Because that's what we out here, that's what we're out here for. We're out here for the elect, right? To wake up the elect and to seal the elect, right? Let's keep reading. Verse 20, it says, "Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Have not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world?" Right? So, all the stuff in this world is foolishness to the Most High. Like I was just thinking, like I said, I was just watching the playoffs, man, and I'm just thinking about how foolish that is, man. And you got a packed arena, man, of people just in there cheering, while you go around and you bounce, a rubber ball and try to shoot it in the hole, man. You really think about it, man. It's a lot of foolishness, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, for after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Right? And let's get this in another translation so you can understand this one. Right? So it says, for the Most High in his wisdom made it impossible for people to know him by the means of their own wisdom, right? So you got people, I'm reading this book and this book, and I think I understand, God, and you have no understanding, right? It says, instead, by means of the so-called foolish message we preach, right? So you got the brothers who hit the highways and hedges, right? And we, people drive by, they honk, they might stare, they might stand there for a look, and then they walk on like, man, who are these fools? Why are they out here, with the Bible, just reading out loud, man? Right? They have no understanding, right? It says, by the means of the so-called foolish message we preach, the Most High decided to save those who believe, right? And that's where our faith comes in, right? And people, can count our faith as foolishness. They think it's foolishness, man. You think that, it's going to crack a sky and there's going to be UFOs or spacecrafts or whatever. Yeah, man, that's what we believe, man. That's what our faith believes, right? And it's foolishness to you, right? But it says, by the means of the so-called foolish message we preach, the Most High decided to save those who believe, right? And we believe these scriptures, right? And we believe the message, and that's why we're out there on the highways and hedges, preaching that message, man. Repentance for the Israel, right? And to wake up the elect, man, right? So we can get up out of here. It says, for the Jews require a sign and the Greeks seek after wisdom, right? And we know that the Greeks, those are talking about the Gentile state of mind, Israel, those who, were not keeping the laws, were not, were basically exiled, right? It says, but we preach Hamashiach crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto the Greeks foolishness, right? So, the Jews, right, who were those who were keeping and upholding the law, right? They thought that it was foolishness, to preach Yahawah, right? Because remember, a lot of them did not believe, and then, the Gentiles, they're looking for, something just incredible. I want to get this. Let's get this in another translation, Salaki, for my rambling. It says, Jews want miracles for proof, right? Like they were saying on the cross. Hey, if you, why don't you, if you're the Son of Man or the Son of the Most High, why don't you, ask him to get you out the cross, paraphrasing. They was doing all that. Show us a sign, right? And Yahushua told him I'm not going to show you a sign, right? Because they were blinded, and Yahushua was a stumbling block to a lot of them, And it says, as for us, we proclaim that the crucified Hamashiach, a message that is an offense to the Jews and nonsense to the Gentiles, right? Because, they was already gone off and they, really wasn't going to believe this stuff, right? But it says, verse number 24, right? But unto them which are called both Jews and Greeks, right? Hamashiach, the power of the Most High and the wisdom of the Most High, right? So those who do believe, right? You had like Nicodemus, right? Who came, he believed, you had, other Gentiles, right? They also believe, right? Or the Greeks, right? But it's unto those, right? Unto those who are the lost sheep who are going to hearken unto Yahawah's voice, right? And we know that, only for the only way that they're going to be able to listen is if they were chosen to the beginning to listen, because it says, in John, the sheep shall hear my voice, and they shall follow me. But it says, verse 25, because the foolishness of the Most High is wiser than men, and the weakness of the Most High is stronger than men, right? And we know that the Most High is not foolishness, right? But even if it was, the foolishness is wiser than the wisest man, right? It's wiser than anything that man can create. You know what I'm saying? Verse number 26, it says, "For ye see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called." Right? So when you get puffed up in the wisdom and the knowledge of this world, right? You think it's all folly, right? You don't believe, science teaches me that, you know, uh, velocity and it's this is they can't comprehend it because they're so wise in this world and the things about this world that they're set, right? That they can't understand and they can't believe that Yahawashi walked on water, right? They can't believe that Yahawashi was beamed up into a chariot, right? Or what you call a so-called UFO, right? They can't believe that, right? It says, "But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. And the base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen, yea, things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, right? Because I don't see it. I ain't never seen them, right? And people don't believe. They gotta actually see, and it's gotta be something tangible in their hand for them to believe, right? Or they gotta actually see a miracle and a sign to believe. No, man, we have our faith that we trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? And that's what we go on, right? And so we're looked at fools. Well, you ain't never seen it. You ain't never seen. I don't need to, man. I believe. I believe with my heart, Salakia, right? I got a couple more. I'm gonna close it out, right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, right? Proverbs talks about a fool, man. Salakia. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 10 and verse number 21, right? And it reads, Salakia. Let me highlight it for you. It says, "The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom," right? Because they're trying to seek, the wisdom of this world, but it says the lips of the righteous will feed many. What do we feed? We're feeding with these scriptures, right? The scriptures say, man shall not live by bread alone, by the every word that comes out of the mouth of the Most High. Just paraphrasing, right? But, on the other hand, you have fools of this world who want to, try to explain everything and confound everything using the wisdom of this world, right? But it says, but fools die for want of wisdom, right? They're trying to seek out the folly of this world, Let's go to the book of Sirach, right? Book of Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 21 and verse number 19. It says, "Doctrine unto fools are as fetters on the feet, and like manacles on the right hand," right? Let's get that. It says, this is GNT, right? It says, "To a person without any sense in education is like handcuffs," right? So you got fools, who, and really the education is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, right? That's the education, right? That's the doctrine, right? But it says, "Doctrine unto fools is like a fetters." It's like a bind, man. Oh man, no, I can't stop eating pork, man. No, I can't do that, brother. I gotta have my, what I mean? Just, oh no, man, I can't stop, whatever it is, the things of this world, right? But it says, "Doctrine unto fools is as a fetter on their feet, and like manacles on their right hand, man, right? They just, it's like their kryptonite, man. They can't they can't do it, man, right? You have something that keeps you're structured and keeps you, in bounds, to the understanding of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and our people don't want to, man. Our people don't want to be inside the barriers, right? In the structure and the protection of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. They rather go and do it on their own, Let's go to the book of Ecclesiastes now, right? So you know what? Hey, we're going to be fools for Yahawashi, man. We're going to be fools for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse number 4. It says, the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of myrrh, right? So, a lot of stuff, brothers and sisters, man, who come into this truth and understanding, man, and we had to lose a lot of things, man, right? We're in constant mourning because this is not, we know that, like Micah 2:10 says, this is not our rest, man, right? This is not our rest, man. We're really not trying to enjoy this place, man, right? We're praying every day, man, for the death and destruction of this wicked kingdom, man, and our oppressors, man, and for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to deliver us from this evil, wicked place, man, right? Where we mourn constantly, right? But it says the heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the heart of fools is in the house of myrrh, right? Because you got other, you got people in this world, man, who are, all they doing is just living their best life, man, right? Going to the bar every day, right? Just whatever they want to do, man. They just living that YOLO life, man, right? But it says, but the heart of fools is in the house of myrrh, right? Just like in the days of Noah, right? They were laughing and being merry and giving into marriage, right? They was just living carefree life, man, right? Living a carefree life, not understanding that death and destruction is around the corner, right? For those who don't get it right, right? And that's what we understand, man. And we don't want to be a part of that, Lord's will, right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, right? Book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse number 7. And it says, the fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is the beginning of knowledge, right? But fools despise wisdom and instruction, right? But the fear of the Lord, right, keeps us from, those who are trying to uphold and do Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi's will. And we're trying to, and we fear the Most High. We fear his judgments. We fear his things. So guess what? We not trying to be out here doing folly, man. Right? Do we fall? Of course we do. Right? But we get back up. We get back up and we keep going. Right? But it says, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Right? Because fools you're a fool if you despise this word, man. You're a fool if you walk away from this word. Right? You're a fool if you despise the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has given to you, because he's only given it, right, to the Israelites, right? And ultimately he's only really given it to the elect, right? And the rest were blinded, right? But you gotta have that fear, right? You gotta have the fear of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi to even be able to do this stuff, man, to even go on the highways and hedges and to do that stuff, man, right? Because we know how dreadful Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi can be, right? And we know how, when he comes back, when Yahawashi comes back, it's going to be a dreadful day, man. And we don't want to be on the other side of the fence, So listen, we'll be fools for Yahawashi, right? But not a fool for this world, right? Let's get one more. Stay in the book of Proverbs, 13 and verse number 20. And it says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed, right? And so it's wise to be a fool for Yahawashi. It's wise to be considered a fool out here on these highways and hedges preaching the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It says, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Right? Because guess what? Ultimately, if you're not about this, you're gonna be destroyed. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna destroy you. Right? If it's not the ICBM missiles, if it's not famine, right? If it's not the chariots, right, with the with the lasers and everything else, hey man, or the wild beasts or whatever it may be, man, hey, you're gonna be destroyed, right? Because you wanted to be wise in this world. You wanted to be wise in the craftiness and in the evilness of this world, and you didn't want to be a fool, which is actually a wise man, right? Through Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, right? Let me read it again. The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 20, it says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, right? And that's what we have chosen. We have chosen, the ways of the wise man, right? Which is this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, right? It says, he that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed, right? Because you want to walk in the ways of Esau, right? Who we know is the ultimate fool of the world, right? And he has fooled and deceived everybody, right? And you want to follow his ways, hey, you're going to be destroyed here, So guess what? I'm going to be a fool for Yahawashi, right? Instead of being wise in this world, man. I don't want to be wise to this world. I want to be a fool for Yahawashi, for Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Right? So with that, I hope this lesson has been edifying, right? I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say Halal Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rawchaa Qadash. Peace and blessing to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect, man. Stay strong, stay fervent. Hey, keep reading, keep praying for one another, man, and keep pushing this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth, right? And prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, man, this foolish kingdom, right? So that we can usher in, right, the true and righteous kingdom of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi in these last days. And with that, Shalom.